DLRs, hey, what's going on? Mike Boers with the Mike Boers channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking boats today, referencing a 3.0 liter Mercruiser / GM inboard engine. In the event that your engine is not starting or it's just clicking, we're going to talk about some common causes that lead to that. Let's get started. Making our way inside the garage. In front of us now is a 1989 Glassport. It's got a 3.0 liter Mercruiser or GM inboard and an Alpha 1 Gen 1 outdrive. Let's hop inside the boat. Making our way inside the boat and to our captain's seat. Common cause number one, which is unlikely, however, we cannot rule it out. Take a look at your shifter in the event that it is in forward gear, as shown there, or reverse, as shown there. It's not going to start. And that is because there is an electrical kill switch inside the engine that will prevent it from starting in the event that the shift lever is out of neutral. Make sure it's in neutral. Coming back to the engine and engine compartment and the very top of our engine, there is the electrical kill switch. Again, in the event that you are out of neutral, that kill switch right there will prevent or not allow the engine to be started. However, again, unlikely. Let's talk about the starter relay and starter. Camera now in position, and DIYers, we are looking directly at the starter relay, and your starter relay might be positioned or installed in a different location. However, it will not be far from the starter itself, and in our case, the starter is directly below it, about 10 to 12 inches. However, in the event that you have never ever replaced this starter relay on your engine, that will be your most common cause or faulty part that leads to an engine not starting. And in the event that you are attempting to start your engine and all you hear is a constant click and the engine is not turning over, it is definitely your starter relay, and replacing this part should resolve your issues. And DIYers, down below in the comments and description, video link number 1 will be the replacement video of this exact starter relay. However, if you go through the trouble and replace your starter relay and you're still having issues, the next common cause is your starter. Coming down directly below our starter relay and on the starboard side of the inboard, we have our starter, as you see right here. And it feeds into the engine itself. And once you turn the key to start it, that Bendix inside the starter shoots forward and makes contact with the flywheel and starts your engine. And DIYers, long story short, we have just replaced this starter because our starter was the original from 1989 and it was full of rust. And with that said, in the event that you have never replaced your starter and it is also full of rust and or just looks in really bad shape, it is time to replace it. And again, that is common cause number 2. However, while you are looking at your starter, take a look at all of the electrical wiring feeding into their respective connections and check for any corrosion or damage to the wiring, such as crimp wires, overheating or melted wires, and or extremely damaged connection points. As you can see right here, there is just a little bit of wire exposed. However, it's on there pretty tight and snug. In addition, this thick cable that is secured to our starter feeds all the way to the positive terminal of our battery. And take a look at the opposite end of that cable and your positive terminal on your battery to ensure that there is no corrosion or calcification. If there is, you're going to want to clean that up. However, taking a step back and up into the opposite end of our positive cable, and no corrosion whatsoever. In addition, no corrosion, calcification, rust, or anything on the battery terminal leads. And if you've got any issues with your battery leads or contacts or terminals, clean them. However, a quick recap, not really calling this a common cause or common cause number 1 because likely you have your boat in neutral. If you don't, make sure it's in neutral. Common cause number 1, starter relay. Common cause number 2, starter. Common cause number 3, very rusty, corroded cables and battery. And DIYers, that's it. Down below in the comments and description will be a link to our playlist that shows every single DIY repair video on this inboard engine. Definitely check that out. As well as a full rebuild of our Alpha 1 Gen 1 outdrive on the back.